What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Full Throttle Drive. Thank you as always for joining me. So as you can see, we are making some headway on the Audi R8 wrap, and guys, it looks so good. We're really happy with it so far. We are gonna try and get some more done today. Obviously, it's been a couple days since we've worked on it. We actually had a major snowstorm here. We got like a foot of snow, and so it's kind of hindered our ability to get some work done. We just kind of stayed in the last couple days. So again, we're gonna go ahead and start with it today. We're gonna start with the rocker panel below, and then we're gonna try and do the roof. The roof is a huge piece. It's probably gonna be our hardest piece yet. There's just a lot of stuff that's gonna go on. So it's gonna take several hours. It has certainly taken a lot longer than we expected, but it's been a lot of fun and we've learned as we've gone along. So as we get to the harder pieces, hopefully we know a little bit more and just know how to do things in general. So again, we're gonna get started with that rocker panel piece and hopefully that goes smooth. The other side we didn't film it. We were just trying to knock it out late one night, and we just didn't have enough battery life on the camera. So we'll try and get started so you guys can see us do this now. So what you guys just saw was, as we start prepping this, we're laying that knifeless tape down. And the knifeless tape is this stuff right here, and it's pretty neat stuff. It really helps you if you are actually doing a wrap, and essentially what it is you lay down tape, and it's got a filament in it, and as you pull that knifeless tape, it will actually just rip, and actually more of a cutting motion across, and it gives you a nice even line. So we found out doing it on the underside, you can see a little bit of the filament down there, is it actually gives me a nice straight line. I don't have to take a razor blade, and if someone ever looked up under there, they would see that it's a nice line where it stops. And then obviously here is another really good spot to do it, because this gives you a nice clean cut. Now when the door is closed, you'll never see this area, but as it opens, it'll look a little bit better. Instead of being like a rigid edge, it's gonna be a nice clean cut, and that is super beneficial. So knifeless tape is your friend for sure.
You stole my heart of gold after my silver soul. Can you dig any deeper now? I gave you all I own, put you on this golden throne, but I'm a little stronger now. You cashed in on my promises, you know I'm too generous. Now I've learned to never help you out, 'cause I'm done cleaning up your mess. Found myself in my regrets. I've become a little stronger now, a little stronger now.
We just finished getting this all laid and it looks pretty good. I don't know if you guys could tell, obviously it's sped up from what you guys saw, but we ran into, this is the first time we ran into some problems where I cleaned everything, and then when we laid it, there was still some sediment that got up under the wrap, and it is extremely noticeable. So it goes to show you just how clean you need to have the car. And it becomes really big, it's a huge headache to try and get each little piece. Over here we still have a couple pieces. It just just wasn't worth getting. You can't really see them if you're, you know, farther than maybe 6 to 8 inches away, but when you're kind of really examining the car and you're down there, you can tell that they are there. So unfortunately, we weren't able to get everything, but we got most of the big rock little pieces. And honestly, when I say big, they are very, very small. You almost can't even see them. So make sure you guys, if you're kind of taking some information from this video, you guys clean the car and don't let any sediment on the wrap, especially when you pull it backwards. But we're gonna get this laid, and then we're gonna show you how the knifeless tape works. I just wanted to show you guys really quick how this knifeless tape works. So we've got this all kind of centered and kind of going, and it's all laid down. What the point is this looks like it's not done well, but it's not gonna matter. We're gonna make a nice even incision right here. So I have a little piece of my knifeless tape, and obviously it's gotta go over the edge, and then you have what looks like just the tape here. So after you finally get it parted, you just wanna pull, and then it'll start easily cutting away at the vinyl. And you can see the string, it's making a small little incision across. And what that allows me to do is pull up my other piece . And now I've got a nice even piece of vinyl wrap left. Then you want to pull up obviously what's left of that green, heat it up, and once you heat it up, it'll look so much better. So now when someone opens the door, you don't have a bunch of jagged pieces there. You haven't tried to cut. You could take a razor blade and get in there, but this is so much easier. Just a little bit of prep work and it works like a charm. So we're on the last panel of the day. We're gonna go ahead and stop after this one, but this is by far gonna be our hardest panel that we have done so far, and it's gonna be pretty tough. So I'm trying to do, usually you would seam this, so it's hard for you guys to see, but there's a little bit of a pivot point here, but unfortunately this point to that point is more than 5 feet. So we need more than 5 feet because we have more length. So usually I think people would seam it, they would put that knifeless tape, but we're gonna try and do it in one go. What we're gonna do is lay it over here, cut the windshield out, and we're hoping, even though it's probably only gonna go to like right here, we're hoping we can stretch it into place and it'll give us a nice, even, non-seamed top portion for the Audi. So you guys will see us do that. Again, this is gonna be our first really big piece, and we're hoping it turns out really good because obviously the top of the car is gonna be super noticeable. So let's just see how it goes. you want to talk about heartbreak? We just finished the whole hood all the way, pretty much. All we had to do was do the pillars, and we had some bunching on the edges, and that just happened. It ripped. We get to do it all over again, so that will be exciting. It was so tough. We have struggled on this hood, the stretching, so I guess the silver lining is maybe next time we know how to do it, we're gonna do from the center out and hopefully do less stretching this time, but that was our biggest piece we had to cut, so we definitely have to order more now. Very tired. We've been working on just that for 3 hours. We're going on 6 hours now, and over 3 hours are wasted, unfortunately, but we learned from it. So that's going to take care of today's video. That was a bummer, but guys, thank you so much for joining me. We will be working on this next video. You all take care. We'll see you next time.